Macklemore pythons are usually pretty aggressive. I'm not sure I love them, but they are a little bit crazy. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. 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 Good morning, everybody. I hope that your day is absolutely incredible. You know, I start to travel tomorrow, and I'm going to be gone for 12 or maybe even 13 days. It's going to be a long trip regardless, so I figured this might be a really good day to, instead of pulling eggs and do all the things that I've been doing lately, actually just go and kind of give you guys the tour of all my cool animals that you guys love. You know, the Bellas and the RJs and all that type of stuff, and also just tell you how they're doing. So kind of a room tour of sorts. So what do you say we just pack up here and head to shop? And by the way, I'm going to leave a camera so Lori and the crew will continue to keep you guys updated on what's going on at BHB while I'm on my 12-day adventure. Regardless, let's get out of here. Of course, you guys know that I love showing off all what I call my ambassador animals, which are essentially just my pets, to be totally honest with you. So the thing that's really cool about like opening up the Reptarium next door is it gave me the ability to kind of justify buying like all the pets that I've always wanted. Now, there's still a ton on the list, but the fact is I've been able to get things like Verdi, the green anaconda, because in the past when I was kind of breeding snakes, if stuff didn't breed, it didn't really make a lot of sense to keep a ton of pets. Now I can do it because it's educational and I love them, and hey, it's just an excuse. Regardless, Verdi is doing absolutely incredible. Look at how beautiful she is. And again, I always say it, the thing I love about her is her disposition, because when she gets big, you definitely want an anaconda that's going to stay nice and tame, but she is absolutely wonderful. And basically what I'm going to do in today's vlog is kind of show you those ambassador animals and kind of explain a little bit for those of you that don't know where they come from. Of course, this is Helen, the no-eyed albino ball python, and we actually hatched her last year kind of spontaneously, and she's done extremely well. You know, originally we were like, oh, we'll probably give her away. We did hatch a couple one-eyed ones that we did end up giving away, and one that we're still assist feeding. It's been a real bugger, but regardless, Helen has taken off well, and I fell in love with her, so I decided to keep her. And again, I think it's going to be a great animal to kind of show kids that disabilities don't always hold you back. She doesn't have eyes, but she's doing absolutely amazing. Macklemore the Macklemore python. I actually got this snake from an older guy, probably in his 70s, when I was out at the New York White Plains Reptile Expo. He just came up and he said, I have a pet Macklemore python that I can't take care of anymore. Would you like him? And I thought, Macklemore pythons are usually pretty aggressive. I'm not sure I love them, but they are a little bit crazy. And then he pulled out Macklemore, and I was like, oh my gosh, it is so tame and so awesome. And I should really show you guys Macklemore more because he is an awesome snake. Of course, there's Lucy right here. Look at Mama right there, and she is just loaded up right now. She is about to have some eggs pretty soon, and I hope that she doesn't have them when I'm gone on this trip because I don't want anyone else to pull these eggs, but look at how fat she's getting. Holy moly, that is going to be so exciting. So please, Lucy, do me a favor. Wait till I get back before you lay your clutch. And you guys know that I'm not going to pull out big snakes and not pull my girl Daisy out. Of course, she is a lavender albino reticulated python, and she is absolutely incredible. She has got so much weight and so much energy. She definitely wears you out when you handle her, but what an incredible snake. Again, she's going to go next door. She's going to have a really big cage. She's going to look absolutely beautiful, but she will definitely be one. If you ever come to the Reptarium, we're going to be pulling her out all the time for people to handle. And remember when I got Smiley, the ball python that has a smiley face kind of emoji on it? That's right, I got a shipment of piebald ball pythons, and unbeknownst to me, I was like, oh my god, there's a smiley face on it. I had actually visited my friend Miguel from Always Evolving Pythons, which by the way, I'm going to see next week, and we're going to hang out a little bit, show you his collection and so on like that. But regardless, I saw one of his, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is so amazing. So when I ended up finding Smiley, I was so excited to get this animal. I mean, how cute is that? And then my friends out in Chicago ended up getting me these amazing Suriname red-tail boas. They gave me a pair of them, and I absolutely love them to death. Now they're a handful of months old, and look at how gorgeous those things are going. Again, I really haven't shown these guys nearly enough, but as they get bigger, they're going to be a huge part of my educational shows for kids. Of course, then there's my buddy RJ here. You guys know that I've had him since he was a little tiny thing, just literally a couple weeks old, and a lot of people always ask me, why does he not have a leg up front? I've said it a bunch of times, but if you guys don't know, it was bitten off by another alligator when he was just a baby. We rescued him, and he's been with me ever since. You guys know I travel with him. He sleeps with me in hotel bed, and he's an absolutely amazing animal. RJ, you're absolutely amazing, aren't you? He is just such a cool friend. friendly alligator. And then there's Sunrise. You guys know I had an amazing albino Burmese python named Sunshine. She was so important to me, and unfortunately she passed away, and thankfully my friend Ben found a little baby albino Burmese python locally at a pet shop. He called me up and said, Brian, you gotta go check her out. I fell in love with her immediately, and she was just little, like that big. You guys remember when I got her? Now she is getting so large, and she's such an amazing animal. She's not quite the disposition of Sunshine, but she is certainly close, and she is still gonna make a lot of kids really fall in love with reptiles. Ricky here can be a little bit of a handful. Not that he's aggressive, but he's always on the move. And this is actually a dwarf Jampea albino reticulated python. This is basically as big as he's gonna get. Now there are dwarfs and then there's super dwarfs. The super dwarfs are really much smaller, but as you can see, he's about 7 years old and he's maybe 9.5 or 10 foot long. So it's a really cool animal from the standpoint that it's a reticulated python, but you can handle it because it's not gonna get 20 plus foot or whatever, but he's definitely a gorgeous and very energetic snake. You guys know that I'm obsessed with blue-tongued skinks, but my favorite by far is my guy here, Potato, the Centralian blue-tongued skink. These guys are pretty rare. There's not many of them around, so I'm really lucky I have them. I absolutely adore this animal. It's definitely going to be one of the cooler displays I have over at the Reptarium because I can have that red desert look because these guys come from the red center, basically in the Alice Springs area. So it's going to be a super cool display, and you guys can come and hang out with Potato a little bit. I honestly say I think one of the most impressive snakes that I actually own is, of course, Rico, the black-tailed crebo. I mean, this is a colubrid snake right here. Just look at how big he is and the girth he has. It's not a boa or a python. I mean, that's crazy for the size for a colubrid, and he's always so full of energy, but he's super docile. So I can't wait till he has a huge cage that he can crawl all over and people get a chance to see him. I mean, he is an awesome animal. And speaking of impressive animals, I mean, come on right now. Of course, we've got Perdita, my cow reticulated python, back in shed once again. She seems to shed a whole lot, but I love the fact that her spots are staying about the same. So I don't think she's gonna change a whole lot over the next 6 months or so, maybe a couple more dots, but oh my gosh, it's amazing to think that this animal was pure white when I got it, and now it's like a true Dalmatian. I mean, I love this animal, and there's no doubt I think Perdita will be kind of the biggest eye catcher at the zoo. When people walk in like, what is that? It's gonna be really amazing, especially when she's like 10, 11 foot long. I really haven't showed the black-headed pythons much lately, just because I've been so busy with everything else. Of course, I've got Snap, Crackle, and Pop. This happens to be Pop, and as you can see, they're doing absolutely amazing. You guys know that I can't show all of my reptiles because I have thousands and thousands of animals, so I'm just trying to show you the things that I really have a bond with. I mean, I have a bond with everything, but animals like Chicken Strip here are truly amazing. I wish I had the time to literally show you each and every animal. I guess if you come visit me, I will be able to show you guys a lot more when the zoo's open. But as you can see, Chicken Strip is doing so well, and he's got a little bit of an attitude, so we're continuing to try to handle him as much as we can, because again, at this size, he's handleable, but once he gets pretty big, you don't want this guy coming at you, that's for sure. So we're going to continue to gain that trust with him, and as you can see, I'm never like holding him and squeezing him. I'm letting him kind of do his thing so I can continue to kind of habituate him to being handled, so as he gets bigger, he's going to be a really cool animal. We'll keep working with him, and I think he's going to be real tame. Then there's Rick and Morty, the two-headed red-eared slider turtle. They are doing absolutely incredible. Just look how cool it is. I will say one thing, you start to see a little bit of a hump on the back there. Now that probably goes along with how the whole mutation is, right? Somewhere that spine is actually fused together, and it looks like you'll see a little deformation in the back of its shell. I'm expecting that as it gets bigger, that hump will be even a little bit more exaggerated, but nevertheless, they are still absolutely amazing. I really haven't updated you guys lately on Speedy. He's been just hanging out for the last, couple months in the backyard. Again, this is his pen right here that you guys can kind of see. It goes all the way over there and it comes all the way here. He eats all the grass, and then we throw a bunch of veggies in here, and then we let him run around the rest of the yard when we're home, because we don't want to leave him out and have him maybe somehow get out or someone steal him for that matter. I have no idea. Regardless, I want to let you know, Speedy is doing absolutely amazing. He loves the outside. And I keep on saying that I'm going to bring Savvy home, but it's just been so busy lately. So when I get back from this trip, I'm definitely going to bring Savvy here and let these guys spend some time outside together. Again, they seem to fight a bunch, so I figure maybe if we have a big enough place, they'll get along a little bit. But then Savvy will end up next door in the zoo. She's going to have a really cool enclosure. I can't wait for it. But anyway, some people have been asking about Speedy, and he's doing absolutely incredible. The truth is, we have hundreds of animals that have names throughout the entire collection, but I typically show you guys kind of the main ones that we really mess with a lot. So I have a lot of colubrid snakes, obviously named, and of course Texas Ranger here is the one that you guys helped me name. He's a scaleless Texas rat snake, and he's absolutely incredible. Not only is he extremely beautiful, but he is so friendly. I just absolutely love him to death. Again, lots of Klubers I could show you, but hey, this vlog can't be 3 hours long, you know. So let's move up front here, and of course all these animals up front are going to be all over at the Reptarium, so there actually won't be any animals left in the office area, but things like Karma here have been keeping me company up front for the last year or so, and it's kind of funny because slowly we've just taken over the front offices with the animals. It'll be kind of nice to get them out because things will be a little bit more organized and a little bit easier to care for. Of course, Karma the chameleon is a nosy bee panther chameleon, and he's absolutely incredible. Guacamole next door is his friend, and it's a Meller's chameleon, one of the largest chameleons in the world and the largest on the African continent. I mean, take a look at how gorgeous that one is. And I've said this before, he's going to get a cage that's actually twice the size of this, so he is going to absolutely love it, and we're going to see how big we can get him. Nova is one of my newer animal ambassadors, but I've absolutely fallen in love with him. Of course, he's a frilled dragon, and the reason we got him was the people that had him said that he was really aggressive, and they were having a hard time handling him. As you can see, he's been absolutely incredible for us. I think he's one of the favorites of the entire crew. Everyone's always playing with him and messing with him. He's absolutely adorable with those huge frillies and stuff like that. But the fact is he's so tame, he never really even frills up. So he's going to be a big part of educational shows too, because you could just set this right on top of someone's head and he's just going to hang out there. Of course, Chubby Monkey is going to get a lot bigger. He eats like crazy, and I can't wait till he gets the size of a dinner plate. That thing is absolutely incredible. I've always wanted one of these, so I'm super happy that I finally have one. Sticking with frogs, of course there's Snoop Frog. We got Snoop Frog when she was about this big. Look at how big she's getting. She is absolutely amazing. What an incredibly unusual looking frog. I wonder what Mother Nature was thinking when she developed this one. And then last but certainly not least is my girl Bella. What's up, girl? What are you doing, silly? Want the banana? Oh. She has been a life-changing animal for me. I mean, just the interaction with her is crazy good. She's so smart. As soon as, come on girl, you want another banana? There you go, sweetheart. Good job, girl. Oh. You're so beautiful. I tell you, she is so amazing. And again, I can't wait to get her next door where she's just constantly being messed with, because she's just gonna get tamer and tamer. She is an absolutely amazing animal. And for those of you that don't know, she's a rhino iguana. And we actually got her at a Tinley Park Reptile Expo. Lori kind of surprised her from a guy named Bill Bedard. And he had kept her for about 1.5 years. And she just got too big, so he asked if we could take her, and I will absolutely give her an amazing home the rest of her life. You want another banana, girl, or you're done? Okay, so I'll just let Bella run around the shop for a while. And that's basically the pet tour for now. It was really great to get a chance to spend some time with those animals, showing you guys before I head off on this 12 or 13 day trip. I'm gonna be gone a lot, but again, I'm leaving a camera here so the crew can kind of document anything cool going on, and then we're gonna be doing some amazing things along the road. The end of the trip is actually back down to Dallas for Universal Rocks, where I'll be finishing up, hopefully anyways, all the rest of the enclosures for the zoo so we can get them on a truck, ship them up to Michigan, and install them here in maybe 3 or 4 weeks. So fingers crossed that that goes well, and it's gonna be amazing. Regardless, thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Have an amazing day. You guys mean the world to me. I love you guys so much. Do me a couple favors before we get out of here. Smash that like button, leave a comment, let me know which animal you love the most. Make sure to always have those post notifications turned on, and remember to be kind to someone. I promise I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow on our way to LA.